Have you ever wondered what MAGAs who are in power think about the Trump tariffs and how this huge thing is about to hit the United States with no boats coming in? Well, listen to this from when Trump was president before. Let's listen to this.
The tariff is a tax on America. A tariff isn't paid by the exporter. China's not going to pay the tariff. The buyer is going to pay the tariff.
Donald Trump has proposed a 40% tariff, which is a tax on all of you. I think raising your taxes by 40% would kill jobs.
China wins when we fight with Europe. China wins when the American consumer has higher prices because of tariffs.
Now with a 10% tariff laid down, who pays that tariff? The American workers and the American companies pay the brunt of all those.
You know, the highest tariff levels in the history of this country. The Smoot-Hawley tariffs. There's little doubt that these protectionist barriers that were put up made the Great Depression worse.
Generalized tariff that would actually harm allies, harm American consumers, by the way. I just don't believe anybody wins a trade war. I just think there's so much collateral damage. I think it's a very risky and dangerous strategy.
It's dangerous and risky, and like, who is really at this point in the world, like, do we need these tariffs? It's upending our farmers. Here it is summertime in the U.S., well, spring in the U.S., and we've already had a lot of like farmers in Arkansas. I know we had a lot of flooding, and they're either having to replant or their crops are pretty much done from the flooding. That's still, some of it's still there. Now that's got nothing to do with tariffs. It's just that farming is such a trade that there are so many things against a farmer, and it's a gamble every year for your money going in. And anyway, so not to get too far into farming, but the farmers are especially hard hit by these tariffs because we export a lot of our crops. Now, the only thing that might be good about that is the farmers who stay, who keep farming, who are able to keep farming, that aren't able to export to China, for instance. Maybe we'll be able to get that food here for the shortage for some of the imports, but there's certain things that we import that you can't get here, like coffee and tea and pineapples and things like that. Yes, we can live without those things. Well, some of us can live without those things, but it's important to remember that even these MAGA men who are big time Trump buddies, Rubio's in there. Rubio's sitting on the couch every time they're in the Oval Office. You see him over there sitting on the couch. And the trade war is about to start, right? It's about to start, and get ready, because when even your own MAGAs, Trump, don't even like you, don't even like what you're doing. And they don't want to be part of this. But now they are, and they can't speak up about it because you'll just do something to them. You'll just talk shit on them and do things that make them look bad and hurt their chances to win. None of these guys are going to get reelected if Trump keeps all this up. What do y'all think? Let me know what you think in the comments.